Hey everybody, welcome to another edition of Baer Facts. I'm Kyle Lacey and you see Jay Baer over there. We are actually in our own offices this time, right? It's good. We've been on the road a lot. I know Jay has as well as myself because last time I looked like I was in a vampire lair in LA.
It was a vampire lair, Los Angeles.
So,
And now you're going to Australia.
Yeah, I'm going to Australia
And
tomorrow.
remember the tip from a few weeks ago. Do not call them a koala bear.
I will not call them a koala bear.
It's koala, period.
It's not a bear at all.
It's not a bear. It's a marsupial, Kyle.
I know, but it looks like a bear.
It totally does. It looks like a stuffed animal.
Okay, so today's Baer Facts is about an NCAA ruling, I think you would call it, where they outlawed Twitter hashtags on football fields. We've talked on this show before about the Twitter being used within traditional media like TV. So what do you think about this NCAA ruling in general?
I don't really get it. I mean, I'm not certain what the big harm is in having Twitter hashtags on a football field. And I don't know whether this ban extends to basketball courts and other university-affiliated sports fields. But from what I've read, I think their objection is that you could say, well, it's a hashtag, so let's make that hashtag say hashtag Toyota. And then it's an ad, and ads are banned on fields. It seems to me like you could pretty easily say, look, the hashtag has to be clearly affiliated with the university. I mean, Kyle, the NCAA has got a lot on its plate. You got a new football playoff that has not a particularly good logo. They're not really even certain who the selection committee is going to be. You got kids getting paid, honey badgers smoking all kinds of weed. NCAA's got 99 problems. Hashtag on field, not one of them, right, as far as I'm concerned. And the other issue I have is just from a customer perspective, right? Now that hashtags have become a thing, not just on Twitter, but also on Facebook, as Jeff Rohr's talks about a lot from ExactTarget. Now that hashtags have become a thing, and you're also seeing now this proliferation of Twitter accounts in particular for a lot of companies, right? Now that more and more people use Twitter to communicate with brands, you're starting to see brands intentionally proliferate their accounts, right? So you have @brand-name and then @brand-name help or @brand-name support, or each division. I mean, how many Twitter accounts does ExactTarget have? 10 or something like that? I mean, it's several. So to me, banning a school's ability to say, look, when you're talking about football, we want it to be hashtag, IU football or IUFB. To me, that seems like a disservice to all involved and something that doesn't really need to be legislated against. But the issue is that, the NCAA makes the federal government look like a startup, so maybe that's it.
Well, I think that it's also the fact that, which I think a lot of brands are trying to get away from, of actually discerning how people should communicate with them when it's actually the other way around now, and consumers are choosing. It's like, it's not like they're not going to use the hashtag, right? Just because it's on the field. Or it's not on the field.
Or they just may not. My issue is they may not know which hashtag to use. That giving somebody like, this is how we want you to communicate, is actually a good proactive behavior to engage in, and maybe they'll be able to do it in some way. Maybe they can. Well, and I guess what will happen in practice, Kyle, is that universities will put that hashtag somewhere else other than on the field. It will be on the scoreboard. It will be on the ticket. It will be on the cheerleaders' uniforms, God forbid. But it will happen somewhere else, just not on grass.
Absolutely.
Or turf.
That's another edition of Baer Facts. Thanks, Jeff.